Okay, I think it's recording, correct? I think it's recording.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, my name is Selcuk Bakir, Principal of Harmony Science Academy, Lubbock, and also a student of UT Arlington for the superintendent certifications. We are here today to go over with the Harmony Public Schools professional learning framework, which will be adopted to be aligned with the Harmony 2025 goals. And you got email last week from the CEO of the Harmony Public Schools, Mr. I, about the Harmony 2025 goals as well.
Blake Morris, Student Recruitment Coordinator, HSA Lubbock.
Hello, I'm Dosadia Perez, AP of Academics, Pre-K through 3rd grade.
Dan Boyd, Dean of Students, Pre-K through 8th grade.
Adam Bilgin, Leader Resident.
I'm Ozan Doğanay, and also AP Academics for 3.
Okay. Today, as I said, we are going to go over with the new concept. When I say professional learning, it sounds like there is one more word we needed. It's fell apart on that side. But we are going to talk about today, generically, what is the purpose of our PD days, what is the purpose of our PLC meetings, and how we can enrich current practices, and how it will affect the student success, student academic gaining. When I say PD, what do you think, Mr. Morris? PD, you have a positive feeling or negative feeling?
Sometimes it's a positive thing, and sometimes when it's a large group and a few presenters, it's not very productive for most people. Maybe it is for some, but not all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ms. Perez, PD?
I think of professional development kind of along the lines that Mr. Morris shared. Sometimes it can be a good experience, and sometimes it cannot. It can be something that we leave thinking like, okay, I could have read this, so I spent all day here. So it just depends on the content, if it's useful, meaningful for teachers, and it also depends on the presenter.
Okay. Yes, we can go. ASCD did some work for us, for Harmony Public Schools. They visited each district because even we, as a Harmony, our school characteristic is really different than our mother district over there, mother campus over there. So we have like Harmony itself is so unique. So every campus needs different PD sessions. So every district has different PD sessions as well. The purpose, the goal for this PD is to introduce a new draft plan for the professional learning structure, practice and process for the for use campus-wide aligned with the professional learning best practices and HPS professional learning program review priorities, which I will explain right now. And there is a 3-year implementation process. They're expecting these will be observed in the Harmony. This plan is going to be, it's already presented the board, and most probably tomorrow there will be meeting as well. And it's pre-voted and it's approved, but there's also discussion for implementation. So the suggestions of the plan: develop a structure, process, templates, guideline for effective professional learning. Right now, we don't have any, how can I say, we have some campus has different version, another campus has different version for same job, or we have a redundancy for same job. For example, Dean of Students in our campus in specific has some social emotional learning goals, and academic departments has social emotional goals, so we need to unite our effort to reach the best and develop evaluation guideline of professional learning effectiveness. After we did the PD or professional learning sessions, we don't know the efficiency, or we are not 100% sure what is the effect of teacher growth, what is the effect on the student achievement. Assure use of the student and teacher data to identify the professional learning needs, and assure use of more campus coaching as the ongoing job embedded professional learning model. This is the new term job embedded professional learning. Based on the recent research, people learn more when they are doing it, when they're in the, like teacher, instead of sending them a PD, they are learning more when they're in the classroom, when they're facing with the difficulties with their students. And the next one is develop a more consistent follow-up, teacher-led, job-embedded professional learning. This is actually really important because there will be a follow-up structure, and also it's teacher-led. It's not what we are going to say. We are going to introduce these with them after I collect your feedback, and we are going to come together today to suggest what is our purposes, what we are thinking about, and develop and use more blended professional learning options to assure professional learning, accessibility, and consistency. And we have new online LMS guideline. LMS is a learning management system. I know you take some classes from Canvas, Blackboard, or Moodle. Those are the online classes, platforms. Coordinate and integrate mandated professional learning, and also develop third-party professional learning provider criteria. This is really important. We have a mandated training requirement. Like we need to train the staff for handbook. We need to train the staff for student safety. We need to train the staff how to evacuate the building while during the fire drill. And so those are really, those portions will be in this plan as well. So it's not only academic, it's also like trying to cover all areas. Okay, next one. And this is the most part that I like, the difference between the professional development and professional learning. Professional development is more like a broad, I like this term, one size fits all approach. So for example, how can I say, when you are introducing a new idea, new thing, nobody has any information about it, it's really work for time efficiency. But look at the definition. Professional development happens to teacher and leaders is often associated with the one-time workshop, seminar, or one-size-fits-all approach. So most of the time, it's not that much efficient. Professional learning intended to result in system-wide changes in student outcomes. This is what we need right now for this campus. When designed well, is interactive, sustained, customized to educator needs, encourage educator, take responsibility for their own learning, teacher agency, contributes to retention and recruitment. We are losing a teacher. Last year, this campus lost 13 teachers over the 53 members. So what is the major reason? Number one, they don't feel there is no growth opportunity for them, maybe. Growth doesn't mean being an administration. How am I going to get better in education? That's why we need this online platform, because our city doesn't have that much training opportunities. And also, the second one is the teacher contribution on their own learning. That's the second reason. Next one. And I really need your help here. How can I, Mr. Morris, can you read the vision first? Here.
Harmony Public Schools will empower reflective practitioners by establishing collaborative, ongoing professional learning and growth opportunities aligned to HPS goals. Our blended professional learning model will be easily accessible, personalized, and practical in order to enable evidence-based implementation and maximize success for all students.
What is the bold words are here? Reflective practice. What do you think, Ms. Perez?
I think that the reflection part is very important, because when we can go to a professional development session and we really want to learn from it, then that important component of reflection it's very vital to that learning.
Yeah.
Because if we don't think about what we learned, if we don't think about how we can implement it in the classroom, then it just kind of is invalid.
Yeah,
why do we even do it?
You're correct. Another one is really here, like easily accessible. Like for example, Mr. Boyd knows that one. You need to arrange sometimes CPI training, and in city you have very limited resources. You need to wait someone from out of city sometimes, it's not easily accessible, how hard it is, correct? And also personalized and practical. Like, think about yourself. All of us have different strength and all of us different need improvement area. So if there's a goal to keep as much as people is here, some of us on here, so we need to go this route, some of us need to go this route, so it should be personalized and it should be also practical. Mr. Boyd, can you read from there if you can? It's so small.
We believe in professional learning that is aligned to the curriculum, assessment, instruction, and strategic improvement priorities for HPS.
Yes, that's really important. Our goal is curriculum, what we teach, and assessment, how we are assessing the curriculum, and instruction, how the teacher deliver the instruction. Is it really the students find that instruction is interesting, related to them, and strategic improvement priorities. Each campus has different priorities. Like my campus is here, we need to work on 4th grade ELA, or we need to work on the, I'm just making like a 5th grade science, 3rd grade math, for example. So we need to work on the strategic priorities for us as well. Easily accessible and personalized to address district, campus, and individual needs, is data informed and based on continuous improvement model. This is the new terminology, continuous improvement model. It say that we really need to continue to work to reach each student growth. Like sometimes, you know, it's happened most of the time. Some students really, we couldn't see them. They're kind of lost in the big population, and they lost their interest. I want to go over with this one as well. Our job embedded, collaborative, and that allow the educator adequate time to engage in high quality application of their learning. So job embedded is kind of coming here as much as possible. And also you will see inside, we are going to create the training as well inside the learning management system. I'll show you a little bit in detail. Can we go next? Okay, timeline. Central Office already shared their PL with the principals on and Director of Academics on January of this year, and Cluster Office training is almost done. We attended the training. What is the expectations? So March, we need to come together with, we need to set up a committee. We need to come together right after spring break, and we need to prioritize what is our campus needs. We need to come with the draft plan, and we're going to submit that draft plan, and the district officer will respond it back to us within 15 days. And April, most probably is a mid-April, we are going to have our final draft to submit to the district. So they're going to kind of lay out our campus PD plan, and also district PD days, also kind of related on that one. Next one.
It's still PD plans, or it's going to be PL plans?
It's, can we come back? It's PL framework, but PD plan. Yes, it's kind of saying PD plan still here. Okay. Okay. Committee members, who are the, this is suggested. It's not, it shouldn't be like, it's not decided like that. If you think that this person should be in the committee as well, we can definitely add that one. So Campus Professional Learning Advisory Committee needs to meet every quarter. So based on the needs, we say that this central office or district office, sorry, we don't need this training any longer. Can we switch with this one? We don't need this. Can we edit this one? Something like that one. They are asking principal participation, and we have PLC teachers as well, PLC leaders, Dean of Academics, Dean of Students, campus instruction coaches, and 6 teachers, which is in our guiding coalition. Any other suggestions?
So 11 staff members in one meeting.
Yes.
Is it gonna be beneficial? I mean, I don't know. Isn't it too much?
This is quarterly meeting, so we can use one Wednesday maybe to review, or we can use every next year in the calendar. Every month we have one PD day, or we have something, so we can include them on that one as well. But Is it beneficial? What do you think?
Well, I was thinking, and not so much on the quantity of people in the committee, you know, that is something that also can be discussed. But when I look at this list, I see a list of people that are already experienced. They have years teaching, maybe moved up to coaches, maybe moved up to academic
Leadership,
leaders.
yes.
And so what I don't see in this list are the newcomers. We need to have maybe some first year, second year teachers, because they're the ones who can say, like, this is what I need, this is what I can benefit
There
from.
we go.
So
No,
maybe just some new teachers.
Okay, new teachers, good idea. What do you think? What is their contribution on that one?
On the needs of teachers.
Yes.
They're going to be hopefully honest and say, you know what, this is my first year here, and even though I have a mentor, I still need help with this and that, and just to give their opinion about things as a first year teacher that we can hopefully build on and help them. And then that might in turn help not just the recruitment, but the retention of our teachers.
Correct.
Because we're
So
addressing
you
their
are kind of
needs.
reflecting that one. Yeah.
We should have a survey to know teachers.
Who
Oh,
wants
that's
to be-
good too, anonymous.
Like list of
Anonymous.
PD needs, maybe, and send which ones he needs. Just
Definitely. I'm thinking about that one. I will show you right now what is in the kind of plan on that one. Any other suggestions?
And this may be taking another little step, but you know, I really like the data meetings that we have with our students, because you know they have gotten really just better at communicating and asking questions. But maybe we could have a little side meeting with just students.
Okay, what do you want to see more in campus?
Yeah,
or
just to
something?
get their
Gotcha.
feedback.
Okay, next one. Okay. We have 7 summer PD days, 7 days. And those are 4 of them is district day, 3 of them is a campus day. Before, it was 5 day, 6 day with the district and 1 day with the campus. Now it's more campus oriented days.
good.
Now we are, yes, district has to teach our teacher like the Nielsen framework that we are using, this related with everyone. It's more broad generic trainings. But campus days is more, this committee will decide on it, what kind of training we are going to implement here. And we have 5 PD waiver day during the year. Those are September, January will be campus as well, additional. And October, February, and March will be district. So 3 of them is a district, 2 of them will be the campus PD days. And also new teacher, they are going to work 3 more days extra from the teachers. They are actually working 192 days. Yes, it will be compensated to them, but we would like to give us some idea before pushing them directly into the training sessions. We would like to start smooth with them on that one. I'll show you in that one. Next one. Okay, right now we already have sorry, we already have a PLC structure, but it's now more campus-driven PLCs. District will not tell us, do these PLCs, discuss these items. It's no longer will be implemented. There will be district PLCs during the professional learning days, but it's not going to be, campus PLCs are different. Common planning, I'm going to, when we are doing the schedule, we are going to kind of discuss today the scheduling also. We are going to work on their common planning time. And makeup PDs. You know, we have a late starters. What's our plan for them? Like this year, our music teacher started late. Math teacher, 2 math teachers started late. And we have some intern teachers as well in the campus. They just started as well. They are coming from different programs and something. What is our plan? So in the professional learning community that we have, that committee will design the training series. So we are going to ask the professional guys to prepare us those training when they come, like they have to take the safe school training. So they're going to go step by step each training items. And next one. Okay. Remember back the ASCD survey result? it's mentioning about structure, it's mentioning about the classroom differentiation, and also teacher training differentiation, and also content. And what is the format? It's going to be face-to-face, online, or district PLC, or campus PLCs. Let's talk about that one really. Structure. Structure, we are going to have one, two, not more than two. We are going to have a goal, set goal, and it's SMART goal, measurable goal. And so those goals will guide us to design our PD days and PLC meeting and PD committees as well. So those are the new structure coming in. And also new teacher and an experienced teacher will attend different sessions. Yes, some of them will be online because we have only one 6th grade ELA teacher here. So how is going to be differentiation for her? So she's going to join through one of the online platform, and she's going to join with the other campus 6th grade ELA teachers in some sessions. And content are mostly is K through 2nd generalist is one group, and 3rd through 12 is departmentalized on that one. Format, as I mentioned, it's going to be face-to-face, online, or district PLC or campus PLC. Let's check the onboarding like other one. Okay, one more. Okay. Right now, I need your, I kind of come up with this. I need your idea about that one. Platform, they are asking to use the Frontline, but Frontline is kind of a little bit complicated, or teachers still having a hard time to use the Frontline. You know, we are using My Learning Plan right now. When I'm going to submit this, how I'm going to do this, because the interface is not really self-explanatory.
It's not user-friendly.
It's not user-friendly, yeah. So what do you think? Like, should we use Frontline? Because if they're going to use Frontline, they're going to handle it, their registration, hotel needs, and sometimes what kind of food they need, if they're late, what is our protocol? So we are going to discuss all together here in that one. But what do you feel about Frontline?
Well, I was saying it's not really user-friendly. A lot of the mentor and mentee teachers, have to use that and upload documents and submit documents.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we have the printout that tells them, step by step, go here, go here, they still have problems with it.
Yeah, even campus admin, we are doing the
Observations.
observation, and okay, here.
Yeah, and we have to click around different places.
the different places to find it. It's not really that one. And it's going to be binding system to create every session in the front line. It's going to be kind of step. I'll show you later. And also binding system for attendance, sign-in, and barcode for when they go to the training. And then they're going to barcode it. It's going to record it there directly. My thing is, I try to check other school system which they are using also Frontline. I never saw this kind of ability on Frontline. I sent an email, but I don't know.
What do you mean by binding system?
Like it's all together. I mean, like binding system, like attendance in the morning. Yeah, all like one system for all PD. Okay, and also this is really critical for the teacher for when they're renewing their certification. That one, and then survey and evaluation to measure the efficiency of those trainings. And we are not going to collect the names. I mean, yes, sometimes if one person attend that training and give a feedback, yes, you know who give the feedback. But yes.
If we're not going to use Frontline, then do we have to come up with another system to use, or?
They're working on new one. I think Harmony 2025 model is bringing one, we have a single sign-on, but one, like a single sign-on, one site with every site has the same pattern or thematic template. They're going to work on that one right now. Okay, next one is, okay, this is the new module-based trainings. Let's check the alpha. Those are the training that prepared, and those are the training from the learning management system platform provider. Can we click? Like when they come in, they're gonna get the classroom management. Click start. Okay.
Welcome to Classroom Management 101. In this course, you will explore Teach Like a Champion, LIC techniques that can help you create the best learning environment for your students. At the end of this course, you will be able to identify specific Teach Like a Champion, TLAC, classroom management techniques. Reflect on the application of LIC techniques and best practices in classrooms. Develop classroom routines and set behavioral expectations using LIC techniques.
So it will be more human sound. It's right now the machine sound, but it will be like they're gonna click here. It's not working right now, but they're gonna click here. They're gonna go self-paced, and they're gonna see there. And at the end of each training, they're gonna take the test. And then when they pass or when they fail, the suggestion right now, they need to answer 70% correctly to go to the next module right now. Can we go to the presentation? I want to show you one more thing over there. Yeah. Let's click this one, orientation. Okay. When new employee, okay, didn't give, okay. Can you go back to the folder here? I think I put it here. Yeah, that one. And this. Yes. When a new employee came and we are going to give, they don't know anything about what's Harmony Science Academy level, what's the Harmony Public Schools, what's charter schools. So we are going to go over with this training. This is not finalized yet. Can you go like bottom, small lines? Yeah. Next, quickly. Like a, okay, go back, one up, like up, back. Okay, here, that one, here you go. Like, what's Harmony Public Schools? This is Harmony Public Schools. We are serving 58 campuses, 23 of them these, more than 35,000 students, 4,000 faculty, 98% graduation rate for overall Harmony, and 100% college acceptance. And who are our board member? Can we go next? Like those are board member next. In detail, what are their roles? Who are they? Next. Our CEO, Chief Executive Officer. So they're going to have some knowledge of Harmony. I know we are going to be bombarding a lot of information in one training, but they're going to just get that information. Can we go to the next one on that? Can you close this?
On the folder?
Yeah, hold on. So I share with you the framework, yes, with lots of informations. This is the final draft, will be voted tomorrow in the board. It's pre-voted in the committee and it passed as well. When you go down, I'll show you quickly. Go down. Oh, can you go up a little bit? Here you go. This, when you see that one, it's everything. This is kind of starting point of all our other playbooks. Harmony instructional framework, Harmony mentoring system, like all of them will be have linked to this one. So we are going to adopt new policies, or some practices will change to accommodate the needs on this site as well. And when you look at here, links to the PLC guideline, instructional coaching, mentoring, like all of them will be placed under that one. So the teacher will have certain places to go to find what's our policies. Now it's kind of a little bit scattered. HR has this side, academic in many different guidelines, discipline has a different expectation operation side. So it will be more centralized and more unique as well. Can we go back to the folder? Just click somewhere, yeah. So I want to show you, here you go, click this. Okay, this is the new teacher training. They kind of overviewed, kind of suggested. There's another, you remember who's going to decide on it? The committee that we are going to set that here. So they're asking, like, for example, classroom culture, lesson planning. Those are like a TLAC strategies as well. You remember that one? What to do it again, teacher radar, and lesson planning, departmentalized training as well, not trainings. Sorry for that. And then can you go down? There's a second page. Can you go? Yes, here you go. So this is the PD for all teacher, departmentalized. The first one was a returning teacher. Those are the suggestions. And what is that one? This is curriculum overview. This kind of related with everyone because this year, for example, our ELA curriculum changed. Not this coming year, next year, I think our science curriculum also will change as well. So PLC, what's our expectations? And also, you see here, district choice. In our campus one, we will have a campus choice, campus choice, campus choice. Yes, still there will be some non-negotiable trainings as well in PD settings that we are not really find it efficient, but we need to go over with that one. Okay, can you go to the presentation back? So, any questions about online platforms? Right now, Teams is ready. When teacher can go, they can find. They don't need to attend the session. They just need to finish the online module. They can submit their leaves. They can update their information, the credentials, addresses, pay information, payroll information. So Teams is ready. What is the next one? We kind of decided yesterday, kind of over there discussed. And I think Skyward should be the second one. But someone think that, how about my learning plan? Teacher doesn't really find that one efficient. What do you think? Cornerstone maybe for the admins? Because Cornerstone is also not really user friendly. And you need to click these. After you finish these, you need to go that. What do you think? What should we do? Like, are you okay with Skyward should be the second one?
Is Skyward is gonna be like let's say Mr. Morris needs part of the Skyward, not all part of Skyward, or I need some part. Mr. Morris
Boyd
needs
needs
some teachers, coordinators. We will all need some part of the coaches, and I don't want to get all cake, and I want to get just a part of that I will need.
Definitely, because it's a big word over there. It's a big chunk of data. What do you think, Skyward? It's personalized, correct?
Yeah, and maybe a little more easier for parents to use it too,
Mhm.
on the parent side.
It is
Just-
more
I don't know, or is it
staff.
just for staff?
Just
Okay.
staff right now. Like, what do you think about my learning plan or reading A to Z or, I don't know, just Alex, IXL? Because we are going to be asked to create some training for the teachers as well. So, like, I'm thinking about how to use IXL maybe, or I can create a JR3 training, how to submit your reimbursement.
Yeah, those
So,
ideas are very good because a lot of times teachers just are told, okay, go in here, do this and do this and do that. And they do the steps, but they don't really learn how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
Like teachers were seeing the students screen. What was that program name? To manage students.
Yes.
How to use that should definitely.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the name. What was the computer lab program that we used to see their screen?
Go Guardian.
Yeah, Go Guardian.
Go Garden is one of them, but in the computer it's a different one.
Leave, teammate.
No, not Teamweaver, but it's something like that one. Yes. Yeah. But all of you know
Go
it.
Guardian. There should be a Go Guardian.
Yeah, Go Garden is for the Chromebooks. Yes, Go Garden training is great because still last week I set up one teacher Go Garden account, so they are still having difficulties to go over with that one. So. And we have still teachers having a difficulty to use Eduphoria. You see how much platform we are using separately.
Yeah.
That's kind of also great.
IXL definitely should be like for new teachers they can learn.
I hope we can find a way to have an embedded system. Only one system, when you click it, you're not going any website. It's gonna be embedded
Well,
on your.
that's kind of like what we have with the rapid identity for our Harmony portal.
But you
staff
still
portal.
directed to another website, but I think with the help of LMS, it's gonna be inside the over there.
API,
Oh yes,
what it's called.
yeah, API. It's a new Java-based or Python-based.
So it's like something they're gonna create a video, and then whenever a teacher asks some questions, so we're gonna share those video like a step by step is gonna show, or still they will do like a Zoom meeting or something.
No, it's gonna be over there.
It's gonna be all like.
They are trying to not to have a one-time meeting or training. They are trying to avoid it. Even when we have a one-time meeting, they will record it and put it there as well. Like right now we don't have any, like we have not any, I mean we have very limited training over there, but think about after 2-3 years. Because the major problem in the Harmony Public Schools, we have 58 campuses, but we have a lot of job is done redundant times, million times in a different way. For example, my campus is following lesson plan this way, another campus follow this way, and when Central was trying to check it, there is no centralized data. You know, and it's hard to change the people practices. Like when we try to change the tracking tool, we got a lot of pushbacks saying we are still having a difficulties for that one as well. Okay, next one. Content, I just show you over there, that one, we can skip this.
So we're gonna ask those questions to all teachers like in the survey, so we're gonna get their feedback.
Yes.
Like a Skyward, they're gonna say that. Like, okay, GR3 is the like hardest subject and still cannot do something like that, or Skyward. Or
Correct.
Most of them don't
the
use that
Remind
now.
or etc. Like
Remind, yeah, Remind is
like LinkedIn, those
learning ones, yes.
learning.
Cornerstone.
I don't know if this fits in, but that it was up there, the classroom management.
Yes.
New teachers, just like, they need a lot on, just like the first day of school.
Correct,
I
correct.
mean, because if they don't get it right on the first day, the rest of the year is gone.
You're right.
That's huge.
Yeah, a lot of tools there for management would be very beneficial for new.
Yeah, I mean, right now, our campus has a H-1B employees, international employees. Our teacher has a local teacher, but coming from a different cultural background. So whatever is okay on their previous culture, maybe not okay as an align with our expectations. So it's.
I was also thinking that first day of school classroom management thing could be tailored specifically for our campus.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
I mean,
Because we have a very, how can I say, diverse group, but it's kind of consolidated in some gap area. So it's easy to fix if we train our new teachers how to approach the problems.
like, what is it, Harry Wong?
Harry Wong,
is
yes.
great,
Yes.
but if we take that and have some of our teachers
Yeah, we can add it.
admins, like, really, this is what's going to happen,
Yes.
and this is how you prepare for it, and here's some things that you can do.
Actually, we are kind of doing that one during the interviews. You remember we are playing a role during the interviews, and teacher we are trying to understand their perspective, where they are on that one. And the discussion topics are, on that one is, what is the role of principal in professional learning? Think about assistant principal. Think about yourself. What is your role? What you want to do it in this initiative? How you want to add something in this one? What do you think? Like, Mr. Boyd, where did you see yourself? What should be your role here? You can say that your availability, because you will be pulled many times in different directions. And we have only one Mr. Boyd. How you are going to keep yourself available? What's your plan?
Well, I think, that's a good point. I mean, as far as being pulled in different directions, but, also opening myself up to different avenues too.
Mm-hmm.
Not only with the discipline, but also following with academics.
Correct.
Because it could be an academic problem that's causing a discipline problem. We need to vary that and come up with the solution to the
Yeah.
situation. So.
We need time management maybe for admins.
Yes, we need to remember everybody has a 24 hours. Ms. Perez, where do you see yourself?
Well, I think that my role is more of a facilitator.
Okay.
I think of it as how can I make things easier for our staff members, our teachers. And I feel like I've really accomplished something when I can make a teacher's job easier. Whether
yeah.
it's, I offer to enter grades for them, to enter their tracking tool data, print things for them, and they're very appreciative, even though it's a small little thing that I might do, but they're appreciative and they tend to want to do things
For example,
easier.
like I am a new teacher, I came, and then I'm getting, okay, you're going to enter attendance to this platform, you're going to enter your lesson plan to this platform, you're going to do peer observation to the here, you're going to do
It's
this here,
overwhelming.
there, and your observation is here. So I calculated one teacher is in charge from almost 22 different platforms. They just crazy. I shared this one with our district office and central office as well. If we are giving something, new approach, what are we taking from them? Because their shoulder is so much heavy right now. So many things they have it. It's really, I don't know, but we need to make more easy their things right now. Like teaching off the side, you know that one. All of us coming from the classroom, that's really great thing. And I remember my first day with my first students. I think I told you that one. If I had a chance to meet with them, I will say, I'm so sorry what I did to you. And that's really, how can I say, like teaching is one of the loneliest jobs in this universe. I can say that one. When first day of school, when the door closed, 25 or whatever number eyes looking at you, and then you are looking at them, then they're kind of shaping their expectation, behaviors, how you're going to stand over there. So we need to make their job easy because their job is already hard. I mean, it's really hard. Think about your first day as well. I mean,
And streamlining and all those little tasks that they've got to do and all those little platforms
Yeah.
would make a huge difference.
and also we can let them take the training on their own pace. Some of them is really fast. Some of them wants to learn in detail. So we should not think about that 65% in the middle.
Yeah.
Most of the time we fall in that gap. How we can establish a year-round mentoring support system for new teachers? Right now you are dealing with the mentors. What do you think?
Well, I think our program, it has a good format, but I think it's a little overwhelming for them to try to do the classes that we are requiring for the mentors and the mentees, and then they have to go and do observations, and then they have to upload or complete forms and upload them, and then before you know it, it just becomes a chore. And so the true meaning of being a mentor is somehow lost along the way because of all the little things that are expected of them to do.
Yeah.
And the same thing for the mentees. They're here learning, but then they have to do all this, and so it takes away from their learning. It's more like, oh, I just got to do it. I have to do this. I have to do it, as opposed to wanting to do it to truly, help the mentees.
All right. And also for the mentor-mentee things, I just want to say, the suggestions from our meeting as well, decreasing mentor hours to 25 instead of 30, to create a time for them, because they already really busy, and they don't have a time to support the mentee.
And they have to do all their responsibilities as a
Exactly.
classroom teacher on top of that.
Yeah, and also my plan, we are going to talk about Monday about New Year scheduling as well. The plan is giving them only 20 hours and 5 hours of, what's that one? Intervention or power hours. Power hours. So they will really not, another third crap is not really great for, like we are kind of killing their efficiency through that one. Okay, how can we bring a micro-credential requirement to the professional learning providers, district and campuses. Micro-credential during PLCs, evaluation domain tree requirement, and also this is the, you remember, teacher incentive allotment. It's kind of referring over that last week we talked about it. Professional learning session with micro-credential connection. By the way, TIA is coming really coming to us, and then I got a lot of email for teacher incentive allotment. What's my current status? What's my current status? And I was told that not to share right now. And to eligible the third one, the master level, you remember, recognized, exemplary, and master. I was shared, and I shocked, to be honest with you. You need to be a department chair, PLC leader, coach, and also mentor, one of those. Even your scores are shiny, you are done with the micro-credential, you need to have one of those type. So,
How many hours is the minimum teaching for the required minimum hours for the teaching? Is
for
that 10
men,
hours? To be master
30.
teacher,
15
hours?
15 hours. Yeah. It's still in discussion. Texas Tech and Harmon is still discussing that one. But what do you think about micro-credentials?
So is it required or not?
It is going to be required.
Is it going to be required for all teachers, or is it going to be required for the only master teacher, to be master teacher?
I think it's going to be required for the exemplary and mastery. Not recognized. What do you think about micro-credential? What did you find it? You did this year one or two?
One, I'm working on the second one.
Okay.
Well, the first one is the hard one because you're learning what to do. There are questions you're answering and implementation parts. So for teachers, they can maybe take a TLAC strategy. Like first they need to say, I have this problem in my class. Then I can use this TLAC strategy to solve this problem. The plan, and then implementation, they need to video that. Then at the end, like how did it work, like
Maybe
all
it didn't
these
work
processes, if they upload there and type like maybe one
well.
page.
First one is kind of
That's done, like it's not that hard.
The TLAC is this micro-credential is only for teachers, right? It's not
yes.
for...
No, there's also admin.
But it's the link still is empty. I mean, I cannot link on the
I don't
APs.
know. Mine is full.
I mean, did you try
For
micro-credential?
no, I have not. I
Yeah,
started
when I
mine.
tried, the Dean of Academic Dean of Students still in process. It's not there
Okay.
yet.
Interesting. Maybe you can email them to assign it because they need to assign it to you as well. Okay, and this is, I think, at the end. What do you think as a whole about that one?
I think the training will be very beneficial, especially for new teachers
Okay.
working
Yeah.
with the modules.
The first, when they come to the campus, we're going to help them how to check in, check out. And then after that, we're going to have a welcoming session. Maybe Ms. Perez will be on the screen and talking. Hey, you made it. You are here. Then, are you ready? So
I think
it's
it'll be
kinda like-
overwhelming at first,
Yes.
but then we're in a field where it's all about change.
Definitely.
And the outcome, as was mentioned in one of the earlier screens, is student success, student achievement. And so if we keep that in mind, then I think that in the long run, you know, it'll be worth all the work and all the newness about how to do things. And I'm interested to see how it'll play
Right,
out.
and we can still bring in the human element. I mean, as they're going through their modules, touching base with them, seeing how they're doing, you know, following up with them, talking.
No,
to
it's
them.
not going to be fully online.
Correct,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, I think it's still a fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
I think teachers will be more invested in their professional development or professional learning or whatever you want to call it. They're going to be more.
And also they're going to
More
earn
invested
CPE
in it.
from this system. How many CPE, whatever they need, they're going to earn from this system as well. And the system will produce certificate as well if they need it. Some of them is accredited certification from the Bloom board, already giving it right now, but what's that one? Teach Plus. or educate taxes, they're going to planning to work with them as well. So it's really ASCD certifications, or they're investing right now on that one.
It'd be great if it went straight into Teams.
Yes.
When you complete it, it's there.
Yeah, it's going to be single system, I think so.
The online trainings will be easier for school to implement to all teachers.
Mhm.
It will be more structured, and we have the to-do list for like new teachers or like the, for mentoring ready. But selling this to teachers, like we shouldn't scare them. Like they shouldn't think this is like a lot of things that we have to do something new. They should like understand that this is something
So you're saying
Getting
good
their
marketing
job-
skills.
getting their job easier. Like
Yeah,
we should sell it.
All right.
Yeah,
Susan?
they have to get the buy-in.
I mean, it's great that it's a reflection of all those feedbacks teachers provided after each PD, and probably if you see the survey, they're all saying that I got this PD like, I don't know, 10 times, 15 times, and every year in a year.
Yeah.
And this is something that will bring them, so they're gonna go advance and they're gonna find something that they really need instead of, have to go like the same training like every year.
Teachers say that everywhere too. It's not just here. It's not, I think this is great.
No,
If
the
it
good
works
thing
as
is-
planned.
So someone is reading the feedback or
Okay.
survey, which is
The good thing is for this, for returning teacher, yes, they're still required to take that training, but they can take the test immediately, and if they pass, that requirement will be met over that. They don't need to go over with the modules. But it's going to be individualized test. It's not going to be same question.
Yeah.
They're creating a question bank. Yesterday when I asked the questions, yeah, it's going to change as well. Okay, any questions? No? Thank you for your involvement.